Viviane has high attack stat, very low defense stat, and she has attacker role. Her skill and passive are separated into two states. She is always in one of the states, reverse or forward. When battle begins, she is in reverse state. Reverse state. She restores 20% max HP every turn. When she casts skill in reverse state, she breaks shield and deal 866% damage to one enemy. She taunts enemy 3 turns, she gets dodge 20% 3 turns, and then enter forward state. Forward state. Dodging deals 112% counterattack to all enemies when cast skill. In forward state, she breaks shield and deal 866% damage to one enemy. Dispel all buff on the enemy and then enter reverse state. The skill damage is very high, which is 866% damage. However, the counterattack is not significant, just 112%. Luna has 256% counterattack damage, and Artemis has 320% counterattack damage. I will show video, which Vivian is in Idrith Forest team, and observe Vivian's counterattack damage. Vivian +1 taunt all enemy when battle begins with dodge 20%. She also gets immunity to death 3 turns and restore full HP when getting fatal blow. The immunity to death and restore HP is essential as she taunts in the beginning of fight and dodge. 20% is not going to give her enough protection, and Vivian also has low defense stat. This +1 might put her in great danger, but I think this +1 is meant for higher awakening. For Vivian, we will talk more about +3 and +5 in next video. Is Vivian a taunt hero or an attack hero? We can find more info from other perspective. Vivian 3 badges. Bonus is 20% attack when battle begins. Whereas other taunt heroes like Mildred, Terran, and LV Boo, their 3 badges bonus is increase HP 20% when battle begins.
The age of the elderly is still alive.
Is that all you got?
Fates crumble.
Vivian exclusive weapon is chance-based increase attack. Mildred weapon grants shield when cast skill. Terran weapon grants shield and mana gain when 10 Naya stone match. LV Boo weapon grants shield and mana when 10 Naya stones matched. All this info give us clues that Vivian is more of attack hero than a taunt hero. Now let's go to see Vivian +0 showcase. Battle begins, and Vivian is in reverse state, which restore her max HP 20% every turn. Attack team has Artemis, which will increase defense and counterattack of all ally when in her realm. Shadow Luca will give surge to Idrith Forest hero, which can allow Vivian to cast her skill more often. Now Vivian is going to cast skill.
The Wheel of Fortune.
The damage is not bad, and now she is taunting all enemies and has dodge 20%. And in forward stat, when she is in forward stat, she deal counterattack to all enemy when she dodge. Now Shadow Luca is giving surge effect. With the combo of Shadow Luca and Director N, Vivian can go back to her forward and taunting hero ability more often. As you can see here, Vivian first used surge to cast skill and enter reverse state. Then used Director N to gain enough mana to cast skill and go back forward and taunting enemy again.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Vivian now is in forward state and taunt enemy. She has 20% dodge and 10% dodge from faction bonus. Please observe the counterattack damage when Belnos and Terran cast skill. The counterattack damage is really not significant.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Dark magic summon.
Time to face.
Vivian has 20% dodge and 10% dodge from Idrith Forest faction bonus. However, 30% dodge might not be good enough, as you can see 3 of the enemy cast skill and no counterattack.
The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune.
Dark magic
Time to face.
dark magic summon. Dark magic summon.
Time to face.
Dark magic summon. Dark magic summon.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Dark magic summon.
Time to face.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Dark magic summon. Dark magic summon.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Time to face.
Dark magic summon. Dark magic summon.
Now let's go to Idrith Forest team and see how Vivian performs.
Time to face.
Luna increased dodge of nearby ally, and herself 30%. Together with Vivian dodge, 20% and Idrith Forest faction, bonus 10%. Vivian can get 60% dodge.
Fight for our future. Time to
The
face.
Wheel of Fortune.
Artemis Realm also increased counterattack damage 50%. So let's see. Viviane plus 0 counterattack damage. Multi-hit skill, like Gunnulf and Malfort, can trigger dodge multiple time and more chance of counterattack damage. Now observe counterattack damage when Gunnulf casts skill. It is quite not significant. Now see Malfort multi-hit skill and Vivian's counterattack damage. Even with 60% dodge and multi-hit skill, the counterattack damage is still low.
The Wheel of
However, the skill damage from Viviane is not bad. Now let's continue to see counterattack damage from this team.
The Wheel of Fortune.
It's hustle time.
Can you go on?
In conclusion, the counterattack damage from both Luna and Viviane are not significant. Now let's go to see Viviane +1 in attack focus team. Viviane +1 with her exclusive weapon. By putting Director N+5 beside Viviane, she will increase critical chance and damage of Viviane.
The wheel of fortune.
Time to face.
Just 2 hits from Viviane and Artemis have done fatal blow on Ymir. Even thick shield can be broken by Viviane's skill, regardless of her state. When using Viviane with Shadow Luca, the surge will allow Viviane to cast skill more often.
The wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune.
Fire leads us to return.
Repaint the reality.
Time to face.
The wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune.
Fire leads us to eternity. Time to face.
The wheel of fortune.
437 damage, which is great damage from a +1 hero.
Repaint the reality.
The wheel of fortune.
Fire leads us to eternity.
Repaint the reality.
The wheel of fortune.
Time to face.
The wheel of fortune.
Viviane is designed as the attack hero than a taunt hero. There is no real punishment to attacker if Viviane is a taunt hero. 1. Her dodge is low. 2. Her counterattack damage is very low, so enemy has no fear to spam attack on Viviane and she could die easily. Other taunt heroes have different way of punish attacker when taunting, like Terran damage reflection, Mildred damage transfer, and Levy Boo unrivaled. For Viviane, her counter damage is low, and the damage is not great enough to be used as Idrith attack team. Recommendation for Viviane Plover 0, free-to-play and budget players. Skip this hero. If you want a good attack hero, Idritha is a more efficient way if you have the base copy. Grusha Plover 0 and her Sable is doing a great job in attack and takedown damage share team. Recommendation for Vivian +1 free-to-play and budget players. Skip this hero if you only plan to get this hero at +1. Focus on getting Grusha or Idritha is better investment. Recommendation: Vivian +1. For middle to high power players, more testing will have to be done on higher Viviane Awakening. If it is proven Viviane is much better on higher Awakening, getting Viviane +1 for this time might be worthy. Please stay tuned for Viviane +3, +5 review video.